my spooks, let's do a follow-up review of the night and day haunting. Not haunting. Investigation. So we did a daytime and we did a nighttime. We won't cover everything that was found in it, but there was quite a bit found.
Yeah.
If you're going through, listen to the video, put headphones on. Headphones help quite a bit. You'll hear quite a bit. It's quite the difference. There's a couple spots on there. During the day, we asked if... Oh wait, there was the little girl that came on, and she said dead. Mm-hmm. And I came on, I was like, she said dead. And there's a voice that whispers, yes. That was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
That's one she caught. And then we said it was terrible that she was dead, and it said it is. So, a lot of small stuff like that. At the first, right when we first opened the thing, we said, is there anybody that wants to talk? And I said, yeah. Right out of the get-go. It's crazy. Nikki's here, by the way.
Hi, guys.
Off screen, again. She thinks she looks like shit.
I'm ready for bed. Not ready for the camera.
I'm ready for the camera. This is what I look like when I go to bed and when I wake up. My majestic beard. But anyways, is there any more times that stood out to you?
When the weeping lady says that one phrase, I can't remember what it was though.
Yes, we're here.
Yeah.
So what she's talking about is, we made a short of it, and I said, Julie, are you here? Didn't get anything. And I said, or is it Olaf?
Yeah.
That's his name, right? Olaf? Yeah. And we got the response of, yes, we're here. It's kind of cool. Made the hair stand up on my arms.
Yeah, it was neat.
I think what kind of ruined it during the day is when those people came to take pictures of the weeping lady. Because before they came, it was very active. Mm-hmm. Like, it was very active. And as soon as they came in, even when they were walking down the road,
yeah, I
kind of kept looking up at them, It got really quiet. And then after that point, it was kind of quiet. I mean, we got the word anxiety, so we think that the spirits around had anxiety because there were so many people around.
Right.
And that's the way I think, because all signs kind of point to it. The fact that we got the word anxiety, also as quiet as it got, and it was just quiet after that.
Yeah.
After we got out, was it during the day when we had that little voice say weeping?
I think so.
I think it was during the day when we were walking away. There's a little voice that says weeping, which was pretty cool to hear. And it's when we were walking towards the vehicle. There's actually a part that was cut off. I don't know why it was cut off. I think I was just too lazy to put it on there. I didn't see it, whatever. The new editing program it's cool, but there's a lot to it. So my brain's a little fried with the program. Also, at the beginning, I said, we're here in Logan Canyon. We're not in Logan Canyon. We're in Logan Cemetery. We were by the canyon, and we were talking about going up the canyon for the night shot.
Right.
But y'all know where we ended up. But during the day, it was really kind of quiet.
Yeah.
I'll put in the video at the end that we left out. But as we were leaving, we found something. It's kind of by the road. We've both looked at it millions of times. We've looked it over 1,000,000 times. And what we found is this crystal. Now, how we're thinking, it's either crystal or quartz, right?
Yeah.
It has been finished, so somebody took a polisher to it and kind of cleaned it up. But it's not glass. We've played with it.
It's not plastic.
Trying to see if it's glass. It's not plastic. We've tested that out as well. So we're kind of leaning around. I say crystal. The fact that it was in the cemetery, I'm wondering if somebody had it up there for a protection thing. But it could be quartz. Either way, it was kind of cool. Found it in the area before we walked over to the second clip that we'll put at the end of this. That's really kind of during the day, the only parts that stood out. When we went to the nighttime, like I said, we were gonna go kind of up the canyon where we got chased, but as you can see in the video, it was snowing, and the snow was getting deeper and deeper and deeper the closer that we got to the area we wanted to go to. It was coming down. Like,
yeah.
The roads were covered with slush. It was pretty bad. So we decided to go back to the cemetery, and at first we were going to go on the outside of the fence as close as we could to the graves, because you can go on the back side. And Nikki got the wonderful idea of, let's just go in there. And I said, alright, well, let's see if there's any posting, because usually you'll find the posting of open from dusk till dawn, otherwise it's closed, yada yada yada. We went over there and there was no signage. There was no signs whatsoever. The only signs that were there was one sign said that it is, they'll prosecute
Right.
if you move things from
The graves.
And there was another sign that said Logan City Parks now hiring.
Yeah.
That's the only signs we could see, so we went in there. When we went in there, it was real calming.
Yeah.
Like, I figured it'd be scary because we were going into the cemetery late at night. It was midnight when we went in, and I just figured it would be creepy. But it was very, like, comforting.
Yeah, oddly comforting.
Like, almost as comforting as sitting at home on your couch with the air conditioning on in the wintertime. It was cold.
Yeah.
But the thing is it wasn't that cold. It was 37 degrees when we went in there. And it was snowing, as you can see in the video. And the point I want to bring up that's kind of been on both of our mind is when you watch the video, we're talking a lot about Nikki was calling it the smoke, and she got a response when she called it the smoke. She said something about the smoke, and then a voice came across and said the smoke. But it's obviously the evaporation from hot air to cold air, evaporation, all that fun stuff.
Right.
We tested our breath to see if it was our breath we were seeing on camera. And when you're talking, you're not putting out that much steam, I guess you could call it.
I don't know what else you'd call it.
You're not putting out that much. And we couldn't see our own up there. Like, you can stand in front, you can stand wherever and kind of breathe to see if you can get that steam effect going on, and we couldn't do it.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean, that's the crazy thing, because there was large amounts of the steam coming over our heads, going down in front of the camera. There was no fog whatsoever. Besides the snow, it was very clear. You could see one end of the valley. It was very clear. Another thing, we were facing west at one point, and the steam was going directly straight across. We were standing on the east side.
Right.
It was going straight across. Now, if there's any type of breeze, anything like that, it's going to take it with the breeze. There was no breeze, but it was flowing. The thing is like, if you sit there, let me see your vape. So, when I take a vape, and I just talking, that's gross.
You don't do that very often, do you?
No, I don't do this. If you don't cough, it doesn't go everywhere. But when you talk, it kind of just flutters up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not shooting clear across. Phew. Yuck. So we tested that, and the thing is too, is there was large amounts.
And it was at random times.
There's
Like
times we weren't talking and we were seeing it go through. I'm not saying that it was a spirit, but at this point I don't know. I don't know what was going around us. All I know is it was not our breath, because we tested it, we were trying to see, plus at 37 degrees,
Yeah.
your breath isn't that thick. You can still see your breath, but it's not that thick. That's the kind of breath that you'd see in negative temperatures. So, I don't know. That was really kind of weird to see that.
It really was.
If you watch it, a lot of it's coming over her head and coming down and like doing these weird swirly patterns. A lot of it was like swooping in from the side, going straight in front of the camera. Like, it was doing a lot of weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the video and go to the night side of it and watch the breath or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Watch to see how it acts, watch how much there is of it, and remember, when Nikki's filming, she's filming up like this, above her head. Not high, but so if that's coming out of her mouth or her nose, it's going to be coming from underneath the camera.
Sorry.
Somebody doesn't know how to turn off electronics when they're told to turn off
this is
electronics. So, it was very interesting. And like, honestly, I'd go back through, watch it, tell us what you think, because I will gladly say that it was not, you know, if she was on a studio
I'm sorry.
floor,
I'm
she
trying
would
to
be
silence it.
fired.
Okay, it's on vibrate.
That's what she said last time.
Sorry.
But it's just weird watching it, and we've spent a lot of time watching it. We've been testing it. Even during the day, I've been testing it. I tested it at 40 degrees. I tested it at 36 degrees. That's about as cold as it got here.
Yeah.
I'll test it tonight. Tonight it's supposed to get down into 30s and 25s and 24s and 23s. It's supposed to get cold tonight.
Not looking forward to it.
What other weird things? We got a lot of responses at night.
Yeah.
There's one point at 15 minutes and
I can't remember the seconds.
I got notes of it somewhere. So at the night time, if I can get my notes out. So at the night, there is, at 15 minutes and 47 seconds, you have to listen really close, but you hear both Nikki and I, we kind of had that scared thing in our voice, and we say, "What was that? Did you hear that?" From what we can get from our enhanced audio is we hear a child say, "Mom, don't go over there." And it's not coming from any of our devices. There's nobody in that cemetery, and we were watching around to make sure nobody was around there. Traffic was low, but clear as day. 1547. You have to kind of enhance it. If you have headphones, you'll be able to hear it. It's really light, but we heard it with our own ears. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Also at nighttime, we got a lot of demon. It said it like 3 times.
Yeah, I think it was 3.
And then we got one that sounded like it was trying to say its name. It's like 19 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But it sounded like Azula.
Yeah.
Like it.
Something weird like that.
It's one I gotta look into a little bit more. And then right after that, 3 seconds after that, it says Satan.
Yeah, that one was creepy.
So, I mean, that's the only kind of difference we got between the day and night is the nighttime, it was a little bit more...
Pleasant.
Well, it was pleasant until we started getting the demon stuff coming through.
The daytime was pleasant and the nighttime was creepy.
At 14 minutes, 53 seconds, I said something, and it was kind of a smart question. I was trying to get a reaction. But at 14 minutes and 53 seconds, you hear Mel's voice come out and call me punk. It was kind of odd.
Yeah.
Some of the things that we debunked, when we were leaving, we thought that we saw something on the northwest end. We thought we saw something moving when we were leaving. What we saw was a flower stand that you see at the funerals. And it looked like it was moving because we were moving with it. And then when we stopped, it disappeared behind a tree. So that's kind of what we got on that one. Nothing really else we could debunk.
No.
Like during the day we tried to debunk a lot of the noises. A lot of the noises could be debunked. When we were under the tree and we're like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? What that was is we had a slight breeze, and with the water dripping, it was kind of blowing over us and landing in front of us, and there was a flower there with a ribbon, and it was hitting the ribbon. So it was making kind of a loud click noise. That's pretty much on all those. But as far as day and night, which one's more haunted? I'm gonna have to say they're both the same. Probably more night towards day. It's gonna depend on your location, where you go, what time you go, because we were getting good responses through the day and through the night. We had weird things happen during the day and through the night. And I would honestly have to say that they're both about the same.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters if you go during the day. I don't think it matters if you go during the night. We haven't tested out, well, I guess technically we've tested out midnight.
Yeah.
And I did notice after midnight, we were getting a lot of like the demon words coming through, Satan, demon names, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then that goes back to when me and Happy got chased in Millville.
Right.
That was after midnight when,
When you got chased?
No, the hell is his name?
Happy?
No, the demon. Talked to us. Beelzebub.
Yeah, Beelzebub or whatever.
So that was after midnight too. So I think this needs to be looked into a little bit more. Like I said, we still need to test the bewitching hours, midnight, 3 o'clock, all those kind of hours, the fun times. But as of right now, I'm going to say they're all the same. I think it just depends on the location that you go to.
Your surroundings.
Yeah, exactly what's around you. Because like I said, when we went in there at night, I seriously thought it would be creepy. Us being the only ones in the cemetery at midnight. And it wasn't. It was very peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, very peaceful. I had more, I guess you could say, anxiety going in the daytime.
Yeah.
Because there's more people. So if we look at it through a spirit, are they going to feel the same way? They're going to have a lot more anxiety because there's people around. Are they going to be more at ease at night and more open to talk? I don't know. I just think it depends on where you go. I think it depends on the spirits around you. A lot of the times, spirits don't even know you're there. They're just residual and doing their thing. I don't think there's a whole lot of residual in the cemetery. I think that a lot of the spirits up there know what's going on. I think they're intelligent. And I think there's a lot of scary things up there. You don't know what people do in the cemeteries after hours, and I mean, hell, we were up there in the after hours.
Yeah.
We weren't doing anything bad, though.
No.
We take care of our cemeteries.
Yeah.
So this investigation, like I said, was about night and day. Which one was more haunted? They're both the same. We will be doing more investigation on the Weeping Lady, where she is kind of a big object here in the valley.
Yeah.
She's very well known. As you saw from those people walking up and taking pictures of her, I mean, they weren't even from around here. And so we're going to be doing an investigation completely on her, 100% on her. It's kind of a cool story, really. I think it is.
Yeah. I don't know the whole story. You know more than I do, but
it's kind of fun to look into. I've already looked into a little bit of it, and there's quite the story with it. We'll kind of go over the story before we go up there. I don't think there's anything scary in there, though. A lot of people make her out to be this haunted thing in there, and I don't know. Some of the voices we caught, if you go back through and listen, you get a lot of a motherly voice coming through that's actually very comforting.
Yeah.
Nothing scary about it. Very comforting. She did a lot of whispering. I don't know if it was her, I shouldn't say she, but there was a lot of whispering of a mother's voice. There's one point, I think I got this one written down. It was the moan.
Oh, yeah.
So if you remember back, the mother, Julie, she got sick in the end. She got, when her kids got the scarlet fever, she got it, but she beat it. But it also did damage to her heart. And that's where her heart failure came in, is from that. But there's one point, it's at 17 minutes and 53 seconds, if you're writing them down. There's a moan, and it sounds like a very sick older lady. I don't think she was answering anything, but you hear her say, yeah.
Yeah. No.
But she sounds like she's sick. So, it's good to go back through them, kind of listen real close, throw some headphones on, and go into a quiet place and just listen, because there's a lot more there than what you think. The first time listening to it, you just hear a bunch of noise.
You can hear some things, but
you can hear some basics answering your questions, but once you put the headphones on, you can hear all the whispers, you can hear the intelligent responses that we were getting. And it's really cool. Like I said, when we're there, we've got so much stuff going on, we don't hear a lot of that stuff until we go back through and review our evidence. So, you guys go do the same thing. It's really cool, and it's not to get views. Like, honestly, I don't care about views. Whatever, this isn't for us. This is to let everybody know that this stuff is real. This stuff happens. There is life after death. And we're trying to prove it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to believe it, that's totally up to you. And
that's why we do it, so you can decide for yourself.
And that's why we don't like to go on and say, this is what we found, da-da-da-da-da. Stuff like this, where it's a day and night investigation, where we're trying to decide which is more haunted, yeah, we'll come out and tell you the evidence. But other stuff, when it comes to trying to prove that there's an afterlife, we we'll let you decide. That's why we throw the raw evidence out there for you to decide. We pull everything off that we need, and we let you guys see all the raw stuff. Otherwise, we could sit there for hours telling you what we found.
Yeah.
That's where we go on that. Couple things real quick. We are going to be doing the Para-X conference here in Cache Valley. That's in October 2022. It's going to be cool. This is the second time they're doing it. Last year they did a one-day event. This year they're doing 2-day events. And we're going to be going and setting up a booth there. We want to sell our shirts, stickers. Come and meet us. If you're going to be in Cache Valley, or even want to go on vacation to Utah, go in October.
Yeah, come check it out.
It's really cool. I mean, you got authors there that have written many books about Bigfoot, about
all sorts of things. I'm excited.
close encounters, UFOs.
I didn't go with you guys last year, so I'm excited to go.
Last year, me, Caden, and Tyler went, and it was real cool. We met a couple authors. We met some people that do podcasts. And it's not only that, they've got little shops set up everywhere where you can go buy crystals, you can go buy air fresheners, you can go get your face painted. And also they have speakers. So you can go in and listen to the speakers talk. It's very much worth it. And I hope they carry on doing it. But they do it kind of closer to Halloween. I don't know the exact dates. As soon as we pay for our booth, then we'll find out the exact dates. But we'll be there. We'll be there on the Friday and the Saturday. So come in and say what's up. If you come in and say what's up, that you're one of our subscribers, I'll give you a free sticker.
Yeah, free sticker.
Yeah, free sticker. As for this week, I don't know if we will be doing any more hunts this week. We do have... It's an investigation. What happened is we ordered a haunted box off eBay. And you can go on there and order one. Just go into eBay, type in haunted box. But be careful what you buy. We got a box. It was cheap. And it wasn't what we thought. On the front of it, it has a pentagram. And then it has 666 on it. They poured wax all over it. This is what we got. The wax. I mean, there's some stuff in there, I don't know. But we'll probably be opening that this week. And that's if we want to open it. It kind of scares me with the 666 and the pentagram. So, we'll see. Also, we might go up. Let's see here. We have Caden and Tyler Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
You work Sunday?
Yes, I work this whole weekend.
Full day?
Yes. Well, I don't know.
When she
No
says
later
yes,
than
it's
4.
a part day.
No later than 4.
That means she'll be home at noon. Maybe we'll go up and do a little bit of a conversation with the... Or do you want us to wait for you?
With what? What are you doing? What
With-
are your plans?
The Weeping Woman.
Oh. I wouldn't mind going again, but if you guys want to go, then go for it. It's not like I missed out.
Well, we'll either do the box or go up and do a little bit more with her. So stay tuned for us. And also, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate everybody that comes on, watches the videos, takes your time to watch them.
Absolutely.
I hope you guys are getting something from it. That's our goal, is to kind of teach people what's out there and to be careful. I would rather be the one dealing with the scary stuff than having somebody else deal with it. You're not going to see us using Ouija boards or anything like that, but there is consequences to using a Ouija board and dealing with all that stuff. And the demon side of it is what comes with that stuff. And it's not pretty.
That's why I leave it up to you. You're the expert when it comes to that.
She leaves it to me to be killed.
Oh, stop. Not killed.
Thanks. That's kind of what we're pushing out, because I do know for the younger generation that they think that stuff's cool. It's not cool. I promise you, it is not cool.
There's nothing cool about it.
Once you get something attached to you, it's the scariest thing you'll ever see. It's not as cool as Hollywood makes it. Friends that play with Ouija boards and all that, just walk away. That's simple.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring something in that's not supposed to be there. But we're all about the education, showing people what we know. Like I said, you'll never see us play with a Ouija board. We don't go that far. Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
I got a new chair. That is a $450 chair. Do you want to know how much I bought it for? Dirt cheap. Let's just say I paid like 95% off. Maybe 97% off.
Yeah.
Be about that.
But, about 75%.
No, it's more than 75.
No, 75% off that you paid.
Well, I know. It'd be more than 75% off.
Did you say 400? Or 450?
450.
Oh, maybe 80%.
80% bargain shopper. It is used, but
you can barely tell.
You can't even tell it's used. There's not even a poo stain or nothing on it. So, we appreciate you guys, like I said, for sticking around, listening to all this. I guess we could call this a podcast.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed our podcast. We do want to try some live stuff. I've got new ways to try this.
He's having fun with this new program.
I'm having fun with the new program. It's not easy, I promise. But we're messing around with HDMI cables.
Yep.
We've got all sorts of new equipment, new programs, new computers, all that kind of stuff to run all this. We should get a bigger modem.
Yeah. That might not hurt.
Bigger modem. That'd be cool.
Yeah, might help.
Thanks to everybody that wrote happy birthday to Tyler. I know she was excited to see all that. So, and we're gonna have a birthday party for this weekend. That's why there's not gonna be many ghostly things going on. Plus, I have to work all this week again. I like doing it, so I'm not even gonna complain. I love my job.
Yeah.
I'll put in all the extra time I can.
Yeah.
What other place do you know that you can say you love your job?
I love my job. I don't necessarily love the people I work with, but
I love the people I work with.
well, I know, but
I love
you're
my
one
job.
of the seldom few that gets to be that lucky to.
I am the seldom few. I'm lucky. She likes her job. Don't let her kid you. But then the ghost hunting.
Yeah.
The paranormal stuff I enjoy doing.
Yeah, that's fun.
The maintenance stuff I love doing.
Yeah, that's interesting because I learn new stuff, new things.
I don't know about being a husband sometimes.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just kidding. I love being a husband. I love being a dad. But anyways, that's our video for this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to, go back and go through that video a million times, see what you can find. Because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that we even missed.
Yeah, let us know what else you see. If you see
let us know. And I say it all the time, but if you guys have a scary story, anything paranormal that's happened to you, email us, let us know about it, and we'll see what we can do about getting you on the show. Whether we call you and put you on a podcast, you can tell everybody your story. They don't have to know your name. If you just want us to tell your story, email me. Tell me the whole story. Let me know that you don't want anybody to know your name, and we will put your story out there. That's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
It's all part of the education. So, you guys take care.
Bye, guys.
She said bye, and I'm saying bye. Take care.